Hello everyone, how good of you to join. Welcome back to Cities Skylines, Sleepy Hollow. As we are, well, bordering around the 5,000 people living here, traffic is also increasing, but so far my streets are holding up to it. My roundabout is still perfectly fine here actually, with all the trucks now moving. Of course, most of these trucks, as we can see, they're moving over here because, well, we have that industry sector that is exploding, right? It's so much exploding that we are out of workers now. We can also see this here. High demand for residential zones is needed, so we need to expand our city there quickly. Before we do that, something else is also going on here in my agricultural district. We're making some profit now, not that much, but it's a start. It's something here. We are already using now from the 27 tons of crops that we produce, 2 tons are being then used in the animal products over there, and that's producing us then something as well. Actually, it's 0 right now, but I'm pretty sure that there was something before, so it must be more than 180 there. And as we can see also, this one is very close to leveling up. We just need a few more workers, and workers is also the primary problem that we're facing right now. Before I go with the residential zones, we should also look at my water and powers usage, because as we can see, water is looking critical at this point. So I will need to go ahead and I'm going to place us another one of these bad boys right over there, so pretty close to my whole system, right? I'm probably going to connect it just with that one there. There you go. And then we also, of course, need a power line going to this for now. Only for now, though, as we're going to get rid of this one eventually. By the way, this one is very close to my residential buildings here now, and they don't mind one bit, even though this one has a noise pollution. So, well, strange things are happening there. Now, let's also continue with my power. We're still using the good old coal power plant, right? It's dirty, it's bloody, but we can still use this one just fine. The oil power plant is too expensive for us still. 62,000, that's insane. We rather could go with the 23k, but what I can see is the power output is 40 megawatt, while for the oil power plant it is actually 120 megawatt, 3 times more for not 3 times the price of it. So it's actually more efficient. And I think, oh, it also creates heavy pollution. So that's that. Well, actually, we have 73k. Let's build this power plant, this oil power plant. And let's build this one here in my industrial zone, right? In my industrial district, right beside the garbage, perhaps. Where I have my garbage one right now. There you go. Expensive as it is, but fully operational now. And this will push my power there to 250 megawatt production, and we only consume 100 megawatt of that so far, so plenty of time now that we can work with this. Also, of course, it's connected with the main system, so my city gets powered by this as well. What it does beside pollution is increasing more traffic, of course, because we need to deliver the oil, so I'm expecting there's to be more oil trucks now using that route, and this only continues the more industry we have then. By the way, this is a pretty well, going to be a very busy commuter area there too, as people from this city want to go over here to the industrial zone. So obviously they're using that street. We could go with the residents now here, right? Doesn't look very natural to me though. I would rather continue on that side to continue with the natural growth of my city that we just add then to this whole area. So let's go ahead. We have this block there that I'm going to use for something. This is another park, and here what I can see is we do have some more space now for some commercials, right? So we can just squeeze them in here along the main road. Speaking about the main road, I will need to upgrade this one soon. That's going to hurt a bit, but it's unavoidable. There you go. And also a few more residents than here. So these fellas there, right next to the park then that we have there, right? The mountain area. There you go. And then I will just need to continue with my expansion into a new district over here. Now this whole area is going to be heavy downtown area for the city, right? So what we need to keep in mind here, heavy downtown area means high density, means high efficiency that we need. So the grid system for this area is going to be my go-to, right? So the further we go outside, the more chaotic it's going to look. But the downtown areas basically are the grids where the grids are, well, dominant in my opinion. What we do have here is the main road then, right? So here we have an artery road. This is going to be a 6-lane pedestrians road that we have there. It's going to be a bit tricky there with the park, but I can manage this. What we still need to keep in mind here is that with the expansion, we are going to use more space than next to the road, right? So we have, let's actually build it here. So we do have a bit of a buffer zone then as well. And even if we upgrade this road, we will then also be having a... We will also then be having another road then available for bicycles and pedestrians once more in the center then. That is basically the goal here. And then I will just continue with some roads that are continuing over here. Now, there is another big road then, right? This one there. And we should not have too many crossings for that fella. So I'm just going ahead, going to have my road going over there. And then probably we're going to add a curve here somewhere like this. Right, moving over there, and then parallel to the main road we continue with this, even though there is going to be of course another crossing then here most likely. Oh, and my good old friend the bridge is back, so let's just see what we can do about this. I will need to once again flatten this area, and hopefully we can manage a bit of a bigger size there. Here you go, we can push it away a bit as we can see, and this should make it possible that we don't have a bridge here. Let's just see, this one, it was perfect. There you go. And this continues then over into this area too, which is going to be a residential zone more or less, right? There you go. And we can continue this. Perhaps here is another crossing then. This might actually make sense, right? So this is going to be a big crossroad there. Big junction. Something that I would like to reserve right now is our big central train station that eventually comes, and I think this is the perfect spot for it because it is going to be very central. We're going to have the big roads going then to the other parts of the city. Also, we can delete this area then too. It's not looking so great anyway, and I might have a bigger parking area, or also for public transportation, the bus system. And this just looks perfect here that we can get rid of right beside the park. Might be a good spot for this one, so I'd like to go do this one here then. And we can continue here. We are just going to have a big density block. There is another main road then, and for this main block we might actually use just the inner street, so this one here for the whole business there, right? So I'm not going to expand any further, and we're just going to have then some smaller streets in here. There you go, this one, and also this one, and then on the other side the same thing. There you go. Well, this road continues then, right? So they might actually all continue now, and then we just connect them once again here. Right, and of course, another crossing then somewhere here. That makes the exit. The same goes for this one. Right, so that we create another bigger road than here. That goes all the way to that side. And also connects then to this. And then onto the main road once more. And the artery road, the main artery road still continues then onwards further down there. Perfect. So this is a new block that we've created with this. This I'll leave open for now. I really want to keep this one available. We're going to make a big area around it, more or less. Just so that I remind myself and not forget about it. And yes, we're actually running out of money for even dirt roads. I didn't expect this to happen. So I have to stop here now. This area we leave open for now, but I can go ahead and start building something here. Problem is still, I will need pipes, and I don't have money for that, or barely any money for the pipes here, but I'm still going to push through over here now along that 800 credits. Oh god, oh god, oh god. And then we have this one, 1200 credits. Yes, let's start actually with plastering some buildings there again. This is the main road, so this is going to be commercial, and here we are going to have some residents. There you go. And this one is all going to be then some commercial there again. Along the main road there, this I'll leave open, and then some more commercial here, and also here. And then this whole inner area we can have full with residents, right? But of course, we're still going to get rid of some of them again for a nice park here and there. And also for schools and stuff like that, whatever we need. Actually, we might make another school district in here, or we use this one. Alright, it's a bit close to the other one. We'll see about that. Garbage is another problem. Right now, the recycling center over here is at its capacity limit. I don't think we have any more buffer here, do we, for garbage? We do. Perfect. So let's just increase the budget for this one. That should give us a bit of time there again. As we can see, it's getting processed more quickly now. And the processing rate is at 30,000 per week. A few more garbage trucks out there. There is garbage now accumulating, so we need to do something about that. And I think a landfill site we need to work with right now. Not my favorite option, but still something we need to do. And let's have this one right here with the other one, so that I have two of them here close together. Right, and also a bit more garbage now being then collected for the Hickory district that is flooded with garbage at the moment. Yes, the pipes, I weren't able to finish all of them. Sorry, pals, you're growing faster than I can actually build my pipes there. There you go. Alright, beside the garbage problem that's being solved now, gradually there's also no worker missing message here anymore. So in this case here, we've solved this problem, of course, with more workers moving in now, essentially, and they will commute then, of course. So this is going to be a more traffic appearing here. And this one then, this whole road there, we have the money now. Yes, let's connect this one, as this is the main road then for that, right? So this one goes then over to the industrial zone, more or less. Right, how's my anchor gardens looking, by the way? It is at level 2 now. We have 1,770 visitors. Holy cow. And also entertainment until next level is reached. That's also pretty close. So getting to the next upgrade there is imminent. How's my farming now looking, by the way? We should see some more profit appearing there. It's actually making a loss right now. How is that possible? We have some garbage here once more. This one is not fully working. It's lacking crops from time to time. So we will need, but this one is actually not finding anything. So there must be another problem. Oh yes, of course, we don't have enough workers. Some of them don't have enough workers at the moment. This problem though should get solved right now as more and more people are moving in. Right, there you go. And start working. I need my crops and I need my animal milk. Now it does hurt my budget, but I will just have to build another recycling center. The garbage problem is not so easily done, and landfill sites of course are not the option. We have one here already. I'm just going to build the next recycling center for 20,000 right next to it. There seems to be a problem here though with power, so let's just get rid of this one for now. Now I can actually place it there. Another one for 20k. Holy cow, we don't have any money out of it once more. This power cable actually is not needed anymore, so let's just get rid of it. There you go. This one is still very much needed as these districts are not connected. And speaking about districts, this one still is not a district. So let's go ahead and start painting there as well. I could of course do also an industry area, but for this one, a normal district will be fine, right? The Hemlock Square, as it's called. It's bordering right to my Spruce Hills. And that's going to be one giant big industry area. For now, it's generic industry. Later on, we could then also add some specializations to that. I would actually like to stay with the generic industry though, as we have the farming already. Forest and ore is going to be somewhere else entirely. So that's working as it is. We could add some policies to this one though. Something that makes it perhaps a bit, you know, more efficient. Something like that. For example, the power usage is pretty high in the industrial zones. So reducing that might make sense, though we don't have enough money. I really just want to fill up some more money before we go with any of these policies there. Some of them are actually really useful. Now, the second recycling center is hopefully working then. As we can see by the garbage truck fleet that is coming in and out. Both of them will be working at capacity limit there pretty soon, I'm sure of. But for now, it hopefully solves the problem that we have. And of course, I will need to build some more then over there at some point. We can't have all of them then in one location. The main road, quite busy by now. This is looking really cool here, by the way. We go up the hill and then steep down on the other side, right, to the roundabout that we have there. Flow is still there, but it's getting really busy at my roundabout there too. Now for my schools, while there is still some capacity left in the high school, the elementary school is, or the community school at this moment, is completely full. So we will need to add something more here. And we do have some pretty cool buildings there, the cram school, for example, that we can squeeze in just easily here on that side. And let's just place this one here, the 15k. Actually, let's have it on the other side, close to the elementary school. There you go. And this is just a normal elementary school, really. We have 800 student capacity in here. And as we can see, it starts to filling up. And it's just actually fitting in here nicely, right? So it's just beside our community school then over here. There's also some parking space. And this one just fits in, and we're probably going to squeeze in something similar like that then for the high school on the other side. And around it, well, this is all going to be just some garden area, some park area. So we might start painting then a big beautiful park in here too. Though perhaps another school on the other side might be good too. We could actually squeeze in a library or something like that just on the other side, and then some parks around it. So I'll wait for that. Where we can definitely though put in a park is this area. So I would like to do this right now. And that's this whole area basically. Alrighty, and there you go. The meadow garden has been completed in all its glory with some nice details. We also have some additional market stands there. We have a cafe, of course, right here in the center where, well, people can then also just enjoy their day. Hopefully they're going to like this. For this park, we might actually start with tipping them a bit. Should we do this? Let's actually keep this one for free there as well. And yeah, as we've already seen, the land value was quite low, and now we're increasing the land value over there too. And just look at that, between the two gardens there, the land value is now increasing. And yeah, it's combining, it's merging then together there into one high land value area. This is going to be very good for the future then of what we have to offer there. Perfect. So this one's finished now too. And meanwhile, also this district here has grown significantly. So we have now all the buildings here, and we still have demand. So I'm all in for this to export a bit further, expand over here into this area that we still want to add then as well to our new area. So I'm just going to merge this one here, and then we're going to have the new pipes then also going through that area. There's just some dead spot in between, and I might actually, I haven't decided this one completely yet, but there might be also something bigger than in here. No idea about that yet. We just will see about it. Now, this one is the main street, right? So once again, I do need to keep some distance. Let's also get rid of the power lines here. So they're no longer needed. The park here will be out of power for just a second there, this entrance, but of course not for long, as we now also implement some residents and some commercials here. There's going to be some more commercials there again as a sound buffer, more or less. That's going then into this area, and perhaps also some more here, a smaller commercial area, and then it's all about residents that can live in this area. There you go. And perhaps let's actually just paint them around. They're here in the center. For later on, we can still get rid of them if we want to. That's just the inner circle there. And here are a few more. Oh, actually, wait a second. This one is the train, right? Should not do this. I don't want to delete all of these people then again. That would be too many. There we have a couple more. These guys here perhaps? Yes, that's entirely possible, because this whole area is once again commercial, blocking off any kind of noise that is coming from the main road. And then we have these guys there once more. And here, obviously, once again, I need to keep this area off. I mean, I could theoretically just get us a few more residents here, right? But I would probably lose track of where we actually were. And it's always feeling painful to delete buildings. So let's rather just keep this one open then right away. Ah, and very good. There's also the next people coming in. We are above 5,000 at this point. Tax is not that increasing because we basically, yeah, use money for parks and stuff like that. And it's really hurtful sometimes because, of course, these parks also cost me maintenance. But it's absolutely worth it having these landmarks. There is some water missing over there. Thank you. Just going to have this one here along that road. Now that's looking much better now. Very good. This garden and this district is coming to life now too. Anything else we should be doing here? Not directly. I would actually like to expand a bit here now too. There's this hill that we need to make sure though that we are not creating any bad looking ridges or anything like that. Right, so we're just going ahead and have a nice street here. Going with, hopefully we can manage to do this. It's not going to be so easy there. There's the 90 degrees almost. You go, look at that, and there we have that, what I don't like so much. But in this case, actually, let's keep it for now because we might manage to do something with that. I will just have to check this one. Here, we might do a normal street that connects then with that one there. If that is somehow possible, please tell me that this is possible. Perhaps like that. That's fine. That's okay. Here, for this ugly looking thing, we could then just go ahead and have some bushes on it and some, yeah, well, trees. Trees is a bit problematic in this case here because we do have, oh, I've got the line tropes. Something big, perhaps, just so that we kind of like make this one look natural, right? So we have these bushes here. And I might have done some trees there too. Some bigger trees, please. Well, not that big. That's fine. Right, so that we do have kind of like this order. And I'm not building houses there, of course, but only on the other side. That should be good. Let's build them now. And then we'll just see it anyway, right? And here a few more. And then I might continue with my commercials here. And also here. And as we can see, yep, the park is now starting to get into the city there, or at least that side there, where before it there was nothing. And then this one. I will probably, well, actually, let's get rid of that really ugly looking power cable there. I don't need this one in that area anymore. Instead, we can use the power to come in from here. There we connected once more on that side. And I can just happily continue expanding my town. Then here as well. And then there is a new park area, of course, that we should make sure that we can use this one properly then too. Perhaps a bit of commercial here. Just some tiny commercial. And then we have some normal residents then once more. And also here. This area. And this one actually, let's keep this one open for now. So this is... I really don't want to have any buildings there, really. And we can actually keep these ridges here bare, as I think this just looks better, right? But here, once the buildings appear, once we have more buildings here, this will look definitely like it's always been like this. Once we continue, then also our expansion down there. Let's just have some more residents here. And then we're coming closer to the industrial zone then. So we need to make sure that we don't get these residents too close to that. Now, since money is coming in a bit here, 42,000 at the moment, we're also getting closer to the next milestone where there is another big chunk of money coming in. I could actually go ahead now and start with my 6-lane roads. Here at least, we're going to destroy things, of course, but I think it's going to be just fine now. Here, we can then continue just along the park. Let's activate my road anarchy, which is going to mess with things over there, I'm pretty sure. And then we just continue normally again, all the way over here now to my industrial zone, right? So this one... and we might actually continue a bit further up there. There you go, right? So this is one big road now. And then we have the same thing just for this. But I think, wait a second, here we're going to have this big artery road. Right, that way. Oh, it's always so hurtful when you do these thingies. Going all the way down there. Lots of commercials we're destroying with that. And then here once more with the park. Road anarchy, and then here we can just happily continue once again doing this. Now what the Anarchy is doing, it's basically moving my park here a bit further towards the street, which is not good. So I'm just going to move around these paths here just a tiny bit. This is some adjustment that unfortunately I have to do because I'm a bit impatient when it comes to upgrading. There you go. So this is looking proper again. The fence is gone though, so we will need to reassign the fence then here too. Very good. There you go. Fence is there again. The bushes are pushed a bit back and everything is working as before it was. There is still some bushes here, so let's just get rid of that road because I can't get rid of this bush otherwise. And now we can get this road system there working again. That was just going basically over there as a connection. And this one was kind of like connecting over there, right at the entrance, leading up to the entrance point here, right? So this is actually looking pretty cool there. Perfect. Right here in the city now. Alright, that step was hurtful, but very, very important as we have now higher capacity then as well. I will need to reassign now some of these areas that have been destroyed, like these commercials there. Right, and as we can see, there's also some disruption here and there. But that's some minor fixes, and we'll continue then in the next episode. Stay tuned.